Imagine this, it's 3:37 a.m. inside the Silver Mirage Casino in Las Vegas. Suddenly, chaos erupts. Slot machines across the casino floor start paying out massive jackpots, seven-figure payouts one after another. Security scrambles, crowds cheer, but this isn't luck. This is the perfect crime, 5 years in the making. And the mastermind, a quiet, unassuming technician who nobody suspected, Derek Collins. Born and raised in Detroit, Derek Collins was the kid obsessed with numbers. While other kids played outside, Derek stayed glued to his father's Commodore 64 computer. He wasn't just playing games, he was programming his own. Derek learned how to manipulate probability, create systems, and study randomness. That obsession carried over into adulthood. He earned a degree in computer science before moving to Las Vegas, where he landed the perfect job, a slot machine technician. In a place like Silver Mirage Casino, where jackpots worth millions draw gamblers from all over the world, Derek was one of the trusted hands ensuring those machines played fair. For 8 years, Derek was known as quiet, reliable, and brilliant, but behind the scenes, cracks were forming. The turning point came in 2017 during Derek's bitter divorce. His wife exposed a secret gambling addiction that had driven him into debt, deep debt. Between legal fees, alimony, and unpaid bills, Derek owed nearly $180,000. He was drowning financially, working paycheck to paycheck. Every day, as he worked with machines generating millions of dollars in bets, one thought haunted him. Why should the casino win? While he lost everything, that resentment quietly festered, and with it, a dangerous idea began to form. In 2018, it happened. During a routine firmware update on the slot machines, Derek stumbled on something few people in the world would even notice, a tiny vulnerability in the random number generators, or RNGs, that dictated when a jackpot could legally pay out. When the machines entered maintenance mode, their RNGs temporarily dropped their security protocols. To most technicians, this flaw was meaningless. To Derek, it was a golden ticket. After weeks of testing, he realized that during these tiny windows in maintenance mode, he could manipulate jackpot outcomes, and no one would ever know. His first experiment was small. Derek triggered a modest $2,500 jackpot while adjusting a machine. The casino didn't notice. Encouraged by his success, he kept testing, tweaking his tools until he perfected a portable program that let him control jackpots with surgical precision. But Derek knew he'd need more than just a winning tool. If he wanted to scale his plan, he couldn't act alone. In 2019, Derek took to anonymous gambling forums. Posing as a mathematical gaming strategist, he quietly recruited a network of accomplices. Each had a role. Marcus Chen, a former Wall Street trader, handled money laundering. Sarah Williams, a poker pro, collected casino winnings without drawing suspicion. And Viktor Petrov, a cryptocurrency expert, created layers of financial anonymity. By 2020, Derek's team nicknamed themselves the Makers, after the man who had assembled them. The operation was simple but highly effective. Once Derek programmed a given machine, his accomplices would pose as casual gamblers, play for long enough to blend in, and trigger jackpots worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. The winnings were laundered through offshore accounts, cryptocurrency, and even physical gold purchases, leaving no paper trail. From 2020 to 2022, Derek's operation grew rapidly. Jackpot triggers were synchronized across multiple machines, staged to avoid suspicion. To casino staff, it just looked like random good luck. Over 3 years, they stole $28.2 million. Derek's brilliance lay in his restraint. Despite controlling millions of dollars, he lived modestly, driving an old Honda Civic and quietly continuing his day job at Silver Mirage. His accomplices followed his lead, avoiding flashy spending and communicating strictly through encrypted platforms. What made Derek even more dangerous was his ability to stay ahead of the regulators. He read gaming security journals, attended seminars on fraud detection, and obsessively tracked new technology that could potentially expose him. Derek wasn't just stealing from the casino, he was outsmarting the system itself. But nothing stays hidden forever. In early 2023, the Nevada Gaming Commission flagged subtle irregularities in Silver Mirage Casino's jackpot rates. On paper, the slot machines appeared to be paying out slightly more frequently than statistically possible. The casino's security director, Janet Morrison, opened an internal investigation. What stood out was this: somehow certain jackpots always seemed to line up within hours of Derek's maintenance work. Surveillance footage revealed no clear evidence, but the timing was too coincidental to ignore. When the FBI stepped in, Derek's perfect crime began to unravel. Investigators raided his apartment and uncovered encrypted communication files, offshore bank records, and even detailed software blueprints showing how he manipulated the machines. Derek's arrest sent shockwaves through Las Vegas. By mid-2023, his entire operation had unraveled. His closest accomplices, including Marcus, Sarah, and Victor, were all arrested, each facing years in prison for their roles. In October 2023, Derek pled guilty to wire fraud, money laundering, and conspiracy. The judge sentenced him to 22 years in federal prison. In court, Derek admitted that his heist wasn't about greed but desperation and a warped sense of fairness. But for the prosecutors, it didn't matter. Derek and his team had stolen millions, embarrassed one of Vegas's top casinos, and jeopardized the trust of billions of gamblers worldwide. Derek's story didn't just end in handcuffs. The Silver Mirage heist became a watershed moment for casinos across the country. The Nevada Gaming Commission implemented stricter audits, forcing every slot machine manufacturer to patch potential vulnerabilities. More importantly, casinos shifted to AI systems specifically designed to flag jackpot manipulation in real time. Derek's heist might have been extraordinary, but it ensures that no one else will ever replicate it. Today, the name Derek Collins is infamous in gaming and cybersecurity circles. Some call him a genius, a man who beat the house at its own game. Others see him as a cautionary tale, proving that no matter how sophisticated your crime is, you'll never outrun the odds. But what about you? Was Derek Collins a criminal mastermind who used his brilliance the wrong way, or simply a desperate man who felt he had no other choice? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed diving into this story, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to True Crime Vault, and turn on notifications for more shocking tales of crime and genius. Remember, sometimes truth really is stranger than fiction.